What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back with a video on the channel. And today, as you can see, we took it to the dad. I was working out and I always check apps and stuff while I'm doing things. So I'm looking all through different apps and I see Papa John's new items. As soon as I open it up, exclusive to their members only, which usually means it's going to roll out if you don't have the Papa John's app 3 days from today. They have a new pizza as well as new wings and a new sauce. So of course I stopped what I was doing, finished my workout, popped on over to the dad, and we're going to do a review today. They have a garlic epic stuffed crust pizza, as well as they switched their wings. Now you might be saying Papa John's has always had boneless wings, but actually they were called chicken poppers, and they have replaced them with, now they're calling them boneless wings. I don't know if they're different because I can't really see inside of these containers, but they do have a rebranding, so we're going to see when we have them if they are any different. And last, this is probably the thing I'm most excited about, they have a new sauce. And if you're unfamiliar with my content, I've always had an affinity towards Burger King's Zesty sauce. Papa John's has their own, you can see it right about there. They have their own Zesty sauce, so we're going to try 3 new things out today. Big time review from the dad. Let's start with the pizza. Let's pop this open. Quality seal. Break this thing open. First time looking for everybody. That's why you're going to see this not, presented or anything, so that we can take a look ourselves. Let's take a look at the pizza. Oh, they got like a cheese crust on the stuffed crust. This looks good. I got a pepperoni version, and I also got extra sauce, because I always do extra sauce on these pizzas, with a well-done bake. Oh man, this looks good. I've said this a bunch of times. Franchises and locations in specific franchises matter. And I am going to be the first person to tell you that my Papa John's franchise is outstanding. They have really good quality control, really good service, and they do keep a place really, really clean. So yours might be different than mine. I always want to preface that. Locations do matter. Just had to say it. And they have garlic parm for the boneless wings. Let's take a look at these. Let me shake this up to make sure we sauce them up right. And let's pop these open and see what's going on. Did I? There we go. They are different. The chicken poppers were much smaller than this, so that is for sure true. If you use their Papa pairings, which is like their promo thing they have when you do $6.99, you can get an order of 10 for $6.99, which is really good, in my honest opinion. Now, these are their regular wings. They usually don't have wings on the $6.99. The only version they had was the unsauced, but that is a good thing for me because I want to try this Zesty sauce without anything on it just to see what it tastes like. So that is an order of their wings. You can get a 6-piece for $6.99 from them, as well as the boneless, which is also unsauced as well. Same reason. I want to see how they work without any sauce on them, just the boneless wings, so we can get a good take on it. So we got one with sauce and one without, and then 2 orders of the Zesty sauce. Let's get into this video. Okay, let's start off with the garlic epic stuffed crust pizza. Just looking at this crust, yes, there is definitely a seasoning on this, as well as what looks like Parmesan. I'm not 100% sure. I got a well done bake, but I'm going to expect it to be a little bit of flop because there's extra sauce on here. Anytime you do extra sauce on a pizza, it's going to just weigh the pizza down. But there is that crust. And of course, the pepperoni. And I did get a 3 cheese blend on this as well, which I completely forgot about until right now. But let's give this a shot. Solid. It's just solid. All right, let's check this crust out, though. That's the most important part. The crust is for real. Yeah. We can take that all day. Let me just break this crust off real quick just to show you. So you can see the garlic seasoning. It is very garlicky. Of course, it's garlic seasoning. That's pretty obvious. Good amount of cheese in the middle. And they also did do like a Parmesan crust on here, which is a triple threat of a W, in my humble opinion. Let's go into garlic dipping sauce. Extra garlic on my garlic. Be sweating garlic and butter for the next 3 days. If you got a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, whatever you got, make them eat it too, or else you ain't gonna have no, they're just gonna think you stink. To me, that stuffed crust might be the best variation you've done so far. Admittedly, I'm a garlic fan. Garlic, for me, I put it on damn near everything that I eat. So when I get that garlic taste on there, plus that toasted Parmesan, plus that melted cheese that's on the inside, plus the pizza has a well done bake, so it's nice and crispy, It just hits every note that I want when it comes to franchise pizzas. If I'm gonna order a franchise pizza, this is way up there. The pizza cost about $13, which is about the same as what is my most valuable pizza in the fast food or pizza chain game, which was the Shaq-a-Roni. You might have just passed the Shaq-a-Roni up for me. Good amount of pepperoni on here. They always do it well at my Papa John's, personally. And this is no exception. The toasted Parmesan that you see on here, just like on their pizza that they have it on the bottom, it gives it kind of that toasted cheese-it kind of flavor, and I always love that. That is a really fine pizza for me. And as I am a frequenter at the Dad, when I do order franchise pizza, it's open till 3 o'clock in the morning where I live, so it's just reliable. This is going to be the pizza that I'm going to get. You might not like it as much as I do, especially if you don't like garlic, or if your Papa John's isn't as good. I do always have to say that. But if you're a fan, I suggest you try this pizza. Fast food pizza chain scale. This might have just made it into my favorite. It's everything I want in a pizza from a chain. It's a W. 9.5 fast food pizza chain scale for me. All right, let's go in for the boneless buffalo wings. My favorite wing sauce at Papa John's is the garlic parm, so I made sure that I did get it. If you're saying they're just like the chicken poppers, their chicken poppers were way smaller than this. A normal chicken popper compared to this was probably about where my finger ends on this side. It was very small, and this is a big piece of chicken compared to that. I'm gonna guess this is all white meat. You can see the garlic parm seasoning on here. It's a wet seasoning, by the way. 100% white meat. Boom. Boneless wings for me are almost like chicken nuggets. I just had to start looking at them differently for me to appreciate them. They're not wings. I don't know why they call them boneless wings. But I guess you can, to me, they're just big nuggets. Like, this is what a chicken nugget should be. They should even serve that funny meat that they give you. With these, it's all going to depend on what the seasoning is that you get. Obviously, the nugget isn't going to be nugget. I'm calling it a nugget now. The wing isn't going to be as crispy as when you get a chicken nugget because the breading is different. But they seem a little bit more filling and a little bit more enjoyable for me. $6.99 for 10 of those. I don't have a problem with this. You tried it. I never had the Dad's Ranch. Yeah, for good reason, because it sucks. Nope. No, I want that. Let's just try this. I can rock with those. They're still not going to replace the wings, but value for $1. I wonder if I could just tell them that I might just get these and dip them in garlic butter, to be honest. But boneless wings, those are better than their poppers, for sure. I've had their poppers on this channel a bunch of times, and I would pick those any single day. You get 10 of those. I've eaten 2, and there's still a ton left. So good value for $1, good flavor. You want to save a few bucks and get it without the sauce, or you want to get it with the sauce and pay extra. It's all going to depend. But would I order those again? Yep, and I probably will. So I would give those an 8.5 out of 10. But let's try this sauce, man. Let's try this sauce. Zesty sauce. Soybean oil, tomatoes. We'll see. It says it's a take on the popular nugget sauces that are from fast food places. Pepperoncini. There's pepperoncini in here. Balsamic vinegar. Alright, let's give it a shot. So, we'll see. We got an unsauced boneless wing to dip it in there. Just so we can get a good taste for the sauce. It's not zesty sauce. But I see where it's going with it. Get a little bit of that bite and that brininess from the pepperoncini, which is this, for people who may not know. I'm not trying to insult you, but just trying to report the weather. It is much creamier than any other sauces. It just tastes kind of like a jazzed up version of their ranch. But would I eat it? Yeah. It ain't nowhere near as good as Burger King's Zesty sauce. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I won't do that. They use the name. To me, when I hear Zesty sauce, it should have like a horseradishy kind of taste. It doesn't. So for people who don't like horseradish, you may enjoy this more than I did. I don't necessarily dislike it, but I am let down by it. Would I order it again? Yeah. It's still not bad, but it's not what I was expecting. A little bit of acid from the tomato, and then like a vinegary taste towards the end, where I see what they were going with it, but I don't know what nugget sauce they were copying, because I can't even think of one that is the same as that. But with that all being said, I like the boneless, unsauced wing for if you're a person who really likes their sauces. Let me try this in there, just to see. This is really just gluttony, but... No. It's like a buttery nugget. That's just weird. That's on me. But if you just feel like going with the condiments and stuff like that, I would go with these. Just tastes like a better version of a nugget, in my opinion. $6.99 for 10. Again, not going to get mad at it. So I'll give those a 6.5 out of 10. They're okay. The sauce itself, let me give it one more shot here. I'd do it again. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 as well. Now let's try a dad wing. I never had an unsauced dad wing, but I think their wings really aren't bad. So that is what they look like. Pretty decent sized wing. Definitely a roasted flavor to them. Alone, this screams Anytizer. No Tyson joint. I kind of like Tyson joints, but this is what I was trying to do in the first place. I just want to see if this works in anything else. It might work in the spicy one, but of course, I forgot to ask for it. But their wings are, to me, better than some. Not the best. I'd probably put them behind Pizza Hut's wings, which to me are the best in the chain pizza game. These are number 2. Let's go in this zesty sauce though. See how this works. That works better on a wing. It really does. Hold on. I don't know what it is. I think it's because of more of like the juiciness or the flavorness of the dark meat that you get on a wing, that it works better with that sauce. It didn't really work as good with the nuggets. Upgraded version of that, I would give that a 7.9 out of 10. Not quite in the really good category, but still in the pretty good category, which is anywhere from 7 to 7.9. It's just on the cusp of that. The wings themselves, if you like Tyson Anytizers, this is what you're getting. Like, I'm just going to be honest about that fact. But I think it was cool of them to put at least one variation in the $6.99 menu. But is it really that much of a difference if you just chuck some sauce on it? Like, I mean, I feel like you're trying to upsell me. Like, Dad. Come on. Come on, it's me here. It's me. I thought you were just trying to upsell you. Because you gave me these. You know what you could do? Ask for a barbecue sauce on the side. Or like a buffalo sauce, because they sell them there. I hope nobody from Papa John's watching this, because if y'all change this as a dad, I'm just trying to give y'all cheap menu hacks, because I'm cheap like that. You can get any sauce with these wings, right? So check this out. Get a buffalo sauce, right? And then just put the buffalo sauce on and shake it up, and you got buffalo wings. Like, why can't they just do that? It's stupid. Just put it on the menu, Dad. Like, what's the point? Dad, just put it on the menu. That's what you do. Order barbecue sauce or any other sauces. Ask for it in a cup. Boom. Or you do like I do, get an everything drawer. Yeah, everything drawer, you save the sauces from other places and you get the unsauced and sauce on yourself. Bro, I'll put lemon pepper seasoning from my freaking kitchen. I'll be right back. Hey, Dad. This is your boy King. I just wanted you to know that you don't want to sauce my wings. Like, you charge me $6.99 for the unsauced, but the rest of them cost more. So if you don't want lemon pepper my wings, I got you. Alright. Lemon pepper it myself. Play with me. Here we go. Making me pay extra for some damn. Watch this, bro. You playing with me. Here we go. Don't play with my emotions. That's me from now on. That's the play. I'll be damned. I'm getting another one. Y'all see how smooth I did that flat though? That's the passion right there that came out. Right? I know how to do it. I just don't want to. Too much work. Drums, I just bite it and eat. Alright? Coming like this. Right? You rip that one piece out. That's kind of a dub. Hey, that's the play from now on. Got the little cartilage. That's the play from now on. Them wings on the bang. I just got my own sauce. You don't want me to pay for it? That's alright. Unsauced wings by themselves, solid 5. Add that lemon pepper to them, you know that's gonna bring it up to like an 8.3. And for $6.99, I'm in. I don't know why they like playing with my emotions, man. Just, like you could have did that. It take 2 seconds. You already know. Coke Zero, champagne and sodas. I'm going in for one more bite of this before we get up out of here. Let's do it. And let's get the crust. I know by now you probably noticed in the background that we have the neon signs. I don't want to go into too much detail, but there was an issue with the jerseys that I had back there where certain people were trying to, I had to take them down. So, it wasn't everybody, but one of the jerseys was by a team, and the team almost tried to claim the videos I had if I was using their intellectual property, which is wild because you sold me the jersey. Like, I just wear it. But apparently since it was so prominent in all my videos. Now, as long as I took them down, there's no issues going forward. And luckily, I don't want to deal with this kind of headache. There was no issues from back then. But instead of dealing with that headache, it works for me. It is what it is. It's kind of crazy. I really don't understand it. But hey, you ain't taking money out of my pocket. I don't got nothing to begin with. Right? So, I know there's a bunch of people asking. I did reply to a few comments. Oh, spilt. Juicy. Don't know why I never tried this. I did reply to a few comments, but at least now it's on the video, so people that watch this far will know. But I like the brick background. It was always there, you just couldn't see it because it was covered by my jerseys. That's what the background was initially. I figured I wanted to do a neon sign thing a while ago because I do have some in my setup for Twitch, but my old camera didn't have the pixels, the megapixels, for real, that anytime I tried to put it in anything behind me, it would just wash the entire screen out, and it would just look like a blur. It didn't look right, so I ended up not using it. But now, with the camera that I have, it's not an issue. So, just so people know what happened. Again, I'm not going to go into crazy details about it just because, in my opinion at this point, it's unimportant and it's done. And I'm not trying to make no big deal out of anything. But I'm always transparent with you guys again, as much as I possibly can be. So, that's what that is. This pizza's a W. I almost want to eat the whole damn thing, but 2 slices will do it for me. And I gotta hang it up for the people. I know I repeat myself about this all the time. There's a lot of people always asking, you know, how are you still lean and you eat like this? That's because there's this much pizza left. I did have 5 wings, but again, I had 2 of those poppers, and 2 of those poppers, 4 poppers, 5 wings, 2 slices of pizza in a day is not a lot. The rest of my day is literally just protein and vegetables. So that's how I balance that out by making these videos. It's really that simple. The only thing I've had today to eat other than this up till right now is air. I've not eaten. I don't eat all day. If you're willing to do that kind of stuff, then it's feasible, but I don't suggest that you do it personally because most people will not find it enjoyable. I do. And most people are not making food videos on a daily basis where they eat things like this, and then you can have stuff like this in moderation, but most people, by the time they got to this, let's keep it real. Most people would eat more than this at dinner if they were just hanging out and ordered some Papa John's. You might have 3 or 4 slices of pizza and stuff like this, and you had breakfast, and you had lunch, and you might eat after that. So that's the difference, at the end of the day. Is it the most optimal thing for you to do and be in shape? No. But because my job is to make food content, I decided that I had to make changes, obviously with doctor's discretion. Doctors, everybody that I'm involved with as far as like my physicians, etc., all know about these things. I get routine tests. These are things that I've repeated a billion times, but I do understand that there are people who have not seen those videos because I don't do them all the time. Because genuinely speaking, it would be crazy for me to say it every video, but I always want to make sure that every once in a while I do bring it back up. You know, I know, again, there's a lot of people that are new. I don't look at subscriber numbers or things like that because I just want to focus on like kind of putting out content for you guys, but I see new faces in the comment section, which I know there's other people seeing my stuff, and I do appreciate that. I don't get upset because people ask me questions I've answered a billion times. It's just hard for me to answer it a billion times and not be like, you know, the people who are watching all the time, like, you just said this last video, you just said this last video. But every couple of little while video, I will always get into this kind of stuff just so people know. I work out 6 times a week, okay? I do cardio or some cardiovascular activity 7 days a week. So even on the day that I'm not physically lifting weights, I still make sure I go on a bike ride, a jog, or a run. That was Sunday yesterday. I ended up walking a ton. I will try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So what I did yesterday was I walked around probably about 7 or 8 miles, and I walked to different stores. And I will look for different snacks and things like that to find for the snack reviews that I post in my shorts, TikToks, Instagram reels throughout the week. In those videos, I literally might eat 1 or 2 chips, 1 cookie, 2 cookies, things like that. So I'm never overeating when it comes to stuff like this. This type of food is meant to be tried, in my opinion. It's not meant to be the basis of somebody's diet. Again, this is for me. You can do what works for you, but for me, I'm a lot more consistent when I say, okay, I had 2 slices of pizza, because truthfully speaking, even though I want to eat it, I know it's going to taste the same on the 3rd bite, and I'm going to make sure that the rest of my day, I already know what I'm eating. I'm eating chicken, grilled or air-fried chicken breast with broccoli. That's literally what I'm eating. That's it. You want to do stuff like that? By all means, but it's not as fun as it looks. But I do have a lot of discipline when it comes to keeping up my workouts. I don't skip days. I don't take rest days. I'm not telling you that's what you should do. I know people say that doesn't. I understand. I'm telling you what I do and what works for me, not what you should do. But I always want to keep people informed on that. I know that a lot of these videos are food and that a lot of people want to see workout content. I know I'm rambling. I tend to ramble, but I want to make sure I get all the stuff out so the people can at least have the information. You can choose to watch it or not. I want to put out workout content, but with my current workload of pretty much streaming all the time, pretty much making YouTube videos, content, having a full-time job that I do outside of this, I know that some people don't. I have my own personal training studios, and I have clients. I have other people's clients I have to worry about. Putting out the shorts, the TikToks, and everything like that. On top of, basically at this point, I never thought I would say this, but I'm my own manager, which means that when brands approach me for, you know, different kinds of campaigns and things like that, most of which I don't accept, but I'm the one doing the contracts, the negotiations, the correspondence, the email answering, and I'm doing a lot of things. So to put out an entire other page dedicated to just fitness content would be extremely time consuming, and I don't think that I would be able to be as consistent with it. As time goes on, maybe I can manage that workload better so that I can have an editor or somebody else to help me with the workload, because it's not the filming, it's the editing that takes time. Editing shorts and full-length videos, it does take time, and I do that every single day to make sure that I have daily content on 4 different platforms. So I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you, like, I don't think that I have the manpower right now to consistently add that to what I'm already doing, because it's already a lot. There's other things that I want to do on top of that, but as time goes on, I have a lot of people approaching me, management, they want to be managed. I don't trust people like that, so I don't just want to trust somebody with managing, you know what I mean? So it's a work in progress. This has all happened within the course of a year, where I went from kind of just doing this for fun to, like, it turned into what it is, and possibly where it's going. So it's something that I'm taking in stride, and these are things that I had to learn on the fly. You know, everything, whether it's backgrounds, whether it's cameras, whether it's editing, whether it's sound, whether it's thumbnails, all this stuff I'm learning. So sometimes people, you know, this doesn't look good. I'm learning. I'm teaching myself. I might go on YouTube and check someone else's how-tos and stuff like that, but these are things that I have to figure out myself. I just wanted to get that out. I know I rambled on, but I know some people are curious, and hopefully, I know some people, hopefully you listen to it. If not, I will try to see you in the comments, but, you know, after this, I'm going to go upload. so that I can edit this after I stream, and I gotta take my dogs on the third walk of the day because I still got 2 dogs that ain't nobody else here with me. Also gotta put some laundry in. I got laundry. It's tough, man. It's rough. A lot of work, but I don't mind it. I love it. Thank you guys for putting me in a position that I could do all this stuff. I'm rapping. Thank you for putting me in a position that I could do all this stuff, because like it's a dream. I don't mind the work, but it is work. It's a lot of work. That's all. Not complaining. I'm just telling you what it is. You feel me? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. Thank you so much for your support, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. I made it to YouTube.